and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. The Kelly Field is the site of the home opener here tonight for the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils against the visiting Chambersburg Trojans. Trojans come into this one with a 19-game losing streak. They are on the verge of correcting that and seeing what they can do, putting a win up on the board. They lead this one at the half, 35-7. And your halftime show brought to you by Antrim Insurance of Greencastle. And again, the Chambersburg really dominating the game. The Blue Devils made a little run of it when they cut the margin to 14-7. And actually, Ed, when it was 28-7, looked like they were on the move and was perhaps making it a 14-point ball game. But then a fumble gave it right back to the Trojans. That's the big story here today. There's no doubt about it. It's the turnovers.
No question. When you have a 4-0 deficit and Chambersburg has scored on all four of those after those turnovers, that's it. That's it in a nutshell right there.
It really is. Not much more you can say about that. There has been some bright spots for the Blue Devils in this so far in this game as they trail at 35-7. But really, the Chambersburg Trojans have done a lot of things right. Defensively, they've been hammering the ball, and they certainly are there where they need to be when the fumbles are on the ground. So it has been all Chambersburg Trojans in this one. We did have some technical difficulties on the Mid-Penn video broadcast, but we think we got it back up and running now. And by the way, that is the massive Chambersburg Trojan band out on the field right now as they are performing for halftime. We're going to take a break, come back, we'll look at the stats from this one. It'll probably say all Chambersburg because that's the scoreboard says that, all Chambersburg. 35-7 at the half. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, gametimepA.com, and WRGG at 93.7 on the web at WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. As a community bank based right here in South Central PA, F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. From fast mobile banking to saving reliably for retirement, F&M Trust really partners with you to help keep your life in sync. That's banking done your way. That's F&M Trust. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
Antrim Diesel is ready to serve all your diesel needs. We provide everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. We offer repairs for commercial trucks, industrial passenger cars, agriculture, marine, and light trucks. Richard Price and his staff have been providing quality service, competitive pricing, and valued customer care for over 25 years. Antrim Diesel, 47 Commerce Avenue, Greencastle, phone 717-597-7963.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
I love this time of year because it means summer activities and our Keystone Ford summer sales event. Right now, sport utilities are big sellers, and we've got every size to fit you, your family, and your budget. Check this out. And you're saved serious money on Motor Trend's 2018 Truck of the Year, the Ford F-150. Our summer sales event is the right time to get the right vehicle at the right price right now. This is a limited time event, and we won't waste your time. Come see us today or check us out at KeystoneFord.com.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552 2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
The U.S. Air Force flies thousands of missions around the world each day and relies on airmen with specialized mechanical training and skills to make it all happen. When you choose a mechanical career in the Air Force, you'll receive extensive training and experience on some of the most advanced equipment in the world. Call Tech Sergeant Patrick at 717-480-7254 to find out more. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider. Always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for that outstanding halftime presentation.
Back at Greencastle, it is halftime. As you just witnessed the Chambersburg Area Senior High School marching band as they exit the field right now. It has been a first half of turnovers for the Blue Devils, a first half of touchdowns for the Chambersburg Trojans. And Ed, I'm sure statistics will not throw us for a loss on this one. They're pretty much what we think they would be. Chambersburg dominating the statistics sheet.
Well, they're ahead in it, but I wouldn't call it total domination unless you look at those turnovers.
Okay.
Greencastle has 166 yards of offense. Chambersburg 297. Now, I mean that's a lot more, but 35-7 usually be figured as even more lopsided.
Bigger than that, yeah. And you take away the first run of 65 yards, yeah. You can't, but,
no.
You're not allowed to do that.
So as far as ball carries for Chambersburg, Keyshawn Jones 13 for 139 and a touchdown. Kyrie Morton 2 for 57 and a touchdown. And quarterback Brady Stumbaugh 5 for 11, so they have 207 yards on the ground. Passing, Stumbaugh is 7 out of 10 for 90 yards, no interceptions, 3 touchdowns. Top receivers, Terrell Williams has 2 for 25 and a touchdown. Andrew Shetter has 2 for 28 and a touchdown. And the other touchdown was caught by Garner Funk. Greencastle, Max McDowell on the ground is 9 for 47, but he's fumbled twice. Tom Hebert held to 3 carries for 8 yards. Tony Mayhew has 3 for 11 yards. And Murr has 3 for 3. So they have a total of 69 yards on the ground. McDowell passing is 5 out of 8 for 97 yards and 1 interception. Murr has 2 catches for 52 yards.
Well, you're right. It's not as dominant as one would expect, but yet, when you look at the board, 35-7 sort of tells it all. The Blue Devils, well, it's real simple. They got to come out and try to get back in this ball game without making mistakes. Unfortunately, when you get behind, you tend to do things that were more mistake-prone. Does that make sense?
Well, and they, their game plan would have, I'm sure they would have liked to run Tom Hebert a lot, but he only has 3 carries because they got behind quickly. And that's not the kind of game he'd be good at. If you got the lead, he's tremendous. But they're going to have to keep it wide open, and I'm sure Chambersburg knows that to a certain extent. So, like we said at the end of the half there, they took Hebert out and put in Tony Mayhew, who's got obviously a lot more speed because they needed to hopefully break a big play here or there and make a big difference.
Well, we'll see what we shall see. Second half is about 3 or 4 minutes away. Don't go away. We'll be right back on the Antrim Insurance Halftime Show right after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, MidPennBroadcasting.com, the SportsPage.blog, and WRGG at 93.7 on the web at WRGG.org.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently if only.
No regrets.
If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at antriminspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to jdpower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, hardware, and hunting and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
This is the sound of a car engine. Hidden within is damaging surface wear, up to 75% of which happens during warm-up. But new Castrol GTX Magnatec has intelligent molecules that cling, providing an extra layer of protection from the start. Listen to your engine with new Castrol GTX Magnatec. Instant protection from the moment you start. Sound of surface wear dramatized. As tested in the Industry Sequence 4A wear test.
Sites Jet Lube, 1038 Lincoln Way West, Chambersburg. No appointment necessary. Phone 717-267-0257. We use Castrol oil. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering. Hatch Heroes near Chambersburg Area Senior High School features homemade soups, subs, salads, and in-house fresh-baked rolls daily. Hatch Heroes specializes in Maryland crab soup, chili, and lump crab cakes. Delivery is available. All major credit cards are accepted. Find us on Facebook. Hatch Heroes, a Chambersburg tradition. 538 Stanley Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Phone 717-263-7003.
Welcome back to Cayley Field. I'm Greg Goober. He's Ed Gottwals. This is Halftime. And the Halftime Show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, located at 169 South Antrim Way in Greencastle and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Great evening for football. Beautiful night it is. And for the Chambersburg Trojans, an even better night as they have opened up a 35-7 lead here to get things underway. Still 79 degrees under the skies here at Greencastle, so just the humidity doesn't even feel bad at all. It's just a perfect night for Blue Devils and Chambersburg. Chambersburg will tell you a more perfect night as they have taken advantage of the turnovers from Chambersburg. Let's see what Blue Devils can do here. You need the lights on, Ed?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, we'll work on that.
It's gotten to that point. But yeah, Greencastle obviously gets the ball here to start the second half. They did a few positive things on offense. McDowell looked pretty good at quarterback, had some decent runs, and he was pretty decent passing also, but he also had one pass picked off, and he, as we said, he fumbled twice when he carried. Both times on pretty good sticks. I think in both cases they got the ball rather than just him, and that made it tough to hold on to it.
Luther kicks off. This one going to squib at the 20 and go out of bounds down at the 1 yard line. Been a perfect punt, but instead it was a kickoff. Blue Devils will bring it out to the 35 yard line. That'll be recorded as another penalty. It will be number 4 for the Trojans. Probably the only thing they've done wrong in this contest here today. Chambersburg will move left to right here. Greencastle right to left. They'll move from the primary school to the high school, which is from the east to the west. Here as we start the second half. Well, I think for the Blue Devils and head coach Devin McCauley, you just got to come out and play well and not make the mistakes. And whether you can get back into this game is not really, well, it is. Would like to see them get back in the game, I'm sure, but they just need to have a good second half.
Yeah, need to build some positives here.
They'll send the slide in motion to the far side, and pitch back now going to Hebert. Hebert cuts up and gets banged at the line of scrimmage. The ball popped out, but I think it's a recovery by the Blue Devils on that one. Hebert at full speed ran into somebody at full speed.
Gained a yard on the play.
So second down and 9.
Gain the play of about a yard, second down.
Chambersburg, I will say this, their defense has had some hard hits tonight.
They really have. And as you mentioned, the ones on McDowell, they caused the ball. The ball just didn't dribble out. It popped out.
No. I think at least one of those, somebody got a helmet on it.
Had to, the way it came out. McDowell looking to throw, completes the pass to Carter out here on the flat. Carter is immediately submerged and surrounded at the 36-yard line. And that's not even going to be a gain. I think that's a loss, Ed.
Not going to even got a yard.
Okay.
So it'll be 3rd and 8 now. That was well defensed by Chambersburg too.
It really was. Chambersburg defense has been what I would think head coach Mark Luther would want it to be, swarming and on the ball.
They seem to have some quickness out there.
McDowell under center. Send the slot to the far side. Everybody to the far side. Hibbert's going to look the pass and throws it downfield. And, pass interference as Barnes goes down and gets tripped up. And, is it the high school rule has to be catchable?
Well, I don't know exactly, but I think it might have been at least within range of his hands.
Right.
It was just one of those things where I don't know whether Chambersburg felt like they got beat and just took him down, or whether that's just. But actually, if it would have been completed, it was probably a touchdown.
Right.
So it's probably a fairly smart play. I mean, it's.
Yeah, because 2 of them went down.
Yeah.
The defenders went down, so they get the first down on the penalty.
It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
I think over to Chambersburg 48 now.
They get a little break there. Carter to the near side. Murr in the slot. And it's going to be number two, Jackson Shealy from the other slot position. He gets dragged down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
That was Tucker Karn on the play. That's a loss of 4.
Loss of about 40 yards on the play.
Now second down and 14 here. We're in quarter number 3. Trojans have built a 35-7 halftime lead. Greencastle has just now touched the ball for the first time. Two in the backfield. That includes quarterback. He fakes one, looks set up that screen pass. Nothing seems to be there. He steps through the pocket and finally gets hit and brought down. Initial stop in there made by Tucker Karn, excuse me. And McDowell this time is slow getting up.
Official timeout.
That's not a good sign.
No,
it's holding his hand, it looks like, at this point. Second injury for the Blue Devils. The first one, Medina went down early. He has come out without his uniform on and his shoulder in a strap. So that is a serious blow to the Blue Devils. Now McDowell gets up right away, but he'll have to set a play as they brought the training staff on. And we'll get to see the backup quarterback in this position. So I'm not really sure who they're going to send out there, but we'll find out it quickly. Oh, yes, 15. We do. Yeah, it's going to be Tyler Tanani. Yeah.
Okay. I got you. I wasn't questioning you.
Okay, well,
trying to see the spelling.
Yeah, it's the spelling. He'll work out of the shotgun position. Gives the handoff right away to Mayu. No, excuse me. That is Mayu. Mayu is really surrounded and thrown for a loss on the play. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide.
Nope. Probably no surprise that was going to be a handoff that time. If McDowell was in there, they probably would have thrown a pass. But.
Right. 4th down now for the Blue Devils. They'll really far away from a first down opportunity. There's 10, there's 6 or 7, 8, 18 yards. So certainly they'll punt away. This will be the first punt for the Blue Devils. I don't know you look at that as a positive because the other 4 times they've given the ball up with turnovers.
It's 81.
Chambersburg's got to take a timeout. They had too many people on the field on that one. And so they'll stop the clock here. Set to do the punting chores for the Blue Devil
Root.
Is Adam Root. Now, McDowell was scheduled to do some of the punting too, which is a double threat when you put the quarterback in there. But, of course, with the injury, they're not going to risk him in that. They'll let Root come in and do the punting chores here. As we mentioned, the first punt of the ball game for the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils will return home to the friendly confines here of Cayley Field to take on Camp Hill. The Lions, a single A, one of the smaller schools in the state. They could be a double A. I'm not really sure.
I think they're double A.
Double A this year, and in the 6 categories that they have, but always a pretty good football school.
They seem to get more than their share of really good athletes.
They do. We'll see what they have to bring. The Blue Devils, that game, again, scheduled here at 7 o'clock. Next week, Chambersburg is at home for their home opener. They will see the Mustangs out of Southwestern. 3-7 last year. Looking like they're bringing the house on this one. Root gets the ball. It's shanked off to the right side. It's going to hit at the, and take a Chambersburg bounce. And fortunately picked up by a Blue Devil at the 49-yard line, or that one will come back to the line of scrimmage. So.
Looks like they're going to take over on their own 48 or 49, I guess.
49 yards away from pay dirt again for Chambersburg.
That was only a 5-yard punt.
Yeah, that one, when it hit, it just, took a big leap back for Chambersburg.
A lot of spin on that. You can tell it was going to bounce some way when it hit. That was pretty obvious. It was going to bounce some way.
First handoff, Jones. He gets up just over the 50 to his own 49.
Initial contact on the play by 72.
Blue Devils now with a 2nd and 8, or Chambersburg with a 2nd and 8.
And they can milk the clock here a little bit.
Yeah.
With their no huddle, they can wait to run the play and
wait till the hand comes up from the judge that does the timing. Straight under center. I formation, fullback gets the call. He takes about 3 steps up. That is, you're right. Andrew Shetter, 210-pound, 5'9" senior.
Ethan Clother on the tackle.
He doesn't get much yardage on that one.
Brings up a 3rd and 6 for the Trojans.
2 yards, 3rd and 6.
That was Shetter's first carry. Then he's had 2 receptions. They'll probably stick with that. I mean, they have either Morton or Shetter in there usually, but it's not. They're not usually in a fullback position. They call him H-back. I think we'll see a little bit more of the fullback.
He's in that H-back now. Morton has come in, yes. Yeah. And it is Jones right to the side of Stumbaugh. Stumbaugh straight back in the pocket, looking to throw, and fires down for the middle. Overthrows his intended receiver, Kevin Lee. That just didn't look good, and it falls incomplete.
I don't think they're on the same page on that one.
No, I don't think so either. First pass of the quarter. 4 of 8 was Stumbaugh in the first half. 2 touchdowns. And last year he threw the whole season for 4 touchdowns.
So you'd say he's off to a good start.
Yes, he is. Here's the punt. Line drive punt. And hits at the 20 and takes a Chambersburg roll to the 10, the 11. That's where it's down, and out come the Blue Devils with the offense again. So the good thing for the Blue Devils, they were able to hold, and now they get another chance of it. Chambersburg, real conservative in that play calling set there. But 5 minutes have been taken off the clock here in the third quarter, and 7:01 remaining. 35-7 still. Chambersburg up on top of this one.
A 36-yard punt there from Luther. His average tonight would be right around 32 or so on 3 punts.
McDowell has returned to the Blue Devil lineup after leaving with a injury on the last series. He's up under center. Slot in motion, jet sweep coming to our side. That is Murr. Murr makes a cut back up and gets about 3 yards of positive yardage, because if he would have tried to run around the end, he would never have gotten anything.
And off to 25, Ethan Murr.
Actually, where they're marking it, Greg, he lost a yard.
Oh,
they got it back on the 10.
They do.
Yeah, it looked like he had some forward motion.
I thought so too.
Yeah,
but maybe he was running behind the line of scrimmage. So they put the ball at the 10. It'll be second and a long 10. It is Shealy in the fullback position. He'll block for McDowell. McDowell pushes him as he tries to get some yardage, and nothing there. And down he goes. They'll be lucky to get a yard on that, maybe a yard on that one.
He got the 1 yard back that they lost last play.
Yeah.
No gain, third down.
So third down, and well, they did give him a yard. Third and 9.
50-50 ticket that has not been claimed. Ticket number 6.
And they're trying to give away the 50-50 ticket, Ed. It's $550. I think.
Yeah. One thing I know for sure, it's not me.
I know it's not me.
It's worth $563.
$563. That's a pretty good.
Yes, it is.
That's a pretty good 50-50. McDowell, the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, looking to throw. Comes out firing, completes it to Barnes, and Barnes steps out of bounds for a first down at the 26-yard line. A nice little play.
Yeah, Barnes got open. He cut out toward the sideline, and the timing with McDowell was really good.
I have McDowell 4-5 of 7 with the. I don't know how you count the interceptions. That you just don't count that as a.
No, that's a pass.
So he's 5 of 8.
I think he might be more than that.
Okay.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Oh, they must have been a penalty at the end of that play. Roughing the passer.
Oh, okay. We did not see that. Major penalty. 15 yards marched off.
40.
So they've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties. 20, 35. 45, 50 yards, 2 major ones here, 2 on the kickoffs. So 4 actually that have totaled 20, 30, 45 yards. Up under center McDowell. He'll put Jackson in motion. They'll do that double handoff to Murr. Murr gets tripped up, and that's a really great play by Garner Funk, who tripped up on that misdirection play, the double handoff. But he picks up 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5, so you can't complain too much.
Yeah, he had some room ahead of him if he had a chance to get there.
So the question remains, Chambersburg looking good tonight and have a chance to really make it 2 in a row with Southwestern. That's a winnable game for them, there's no doubt. McDowell under heavy pressure comes out and fires and did a nice job of throwing out of bounds. They were heavily covered. It was intended for Nicholas Barnes. Incomplete pass.
Third down.
But then they get to play the likes of Cumberland Valley, Bishop McDevitt, Central Dauphin East, Harrisburg. As we mentioned in the pregame show, probably not a tougher conference in the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they get Southwestern, then Redline, then they do that Altoona and State College back-to-back. Welcome to the Mid-Penn Conference.
Yeah.
Commonwealth.
McDowell from the gun.
Oh, there's a movement by Greencastle.
Just their 2nd penalty of the ball game, and their 2nd motion penalty.
Yeah, one of the linemen just shifted, coming up out of his stance.
Blue Devils line looks like this. Aaron Lutz is at the left tackle position. Left guard is Chase Remsburg. Bob McCune anchors the center position. The right guard, Ethan Klopper, and Sam Reed at right tackle. Blue Devils running double slot and very seldom have a tight end in there in this alignment. This time they do, as they put Aaron Lutz at that position. McDowell comes up throwing, completes the pass to Carter. Carter turns it upfield and gets another first down, goes down to the 41-yard line inside Chambersburg territory.
To be honest with you, I really like McDowell. He's got a nice, accurate arm.
Yes, he does. He's thrown well tonight. Well, you take away the one interception and, of course, the 2 fumbles.
Pick up 18 yards there.
So 1st and 10. 4:50 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Clock will go on the snap. McDowell out of the gun. He takes it straight up the middle and picks up about 3 yards on the run. Gets pushed back a little bit. But still positive yardage.
Dow's now up to 12 carries and 47 yards.
I would suspect that that's not going to be an unfamiliar situation for the Blue Devils. He leading the amount of runs as his brother did last year. Same alignment. This time fakes the handoff to Shealy and keeps the ball, goes the counter to the right and goes about a yard over the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 3rd down situation now facing the Blue Devils. They'll bring in the passing team as Rhodes comes in for the wide out position, and so does Barnes.
About a yard, 3rd and 7.
So 3rd 7 situation. Clock at 3:49 here in this quarter. The 3rd quarter moved quite fast. This is only the 3rd possession of the game. 2 in the quarter, 2 for Greencastle, 1 for Chambersburg. Barnes will go to the right side, short side of the field, or to the near side of the field. It'll be Rhodes on the other side. And McDowell will roll this way and looking to pass. Throws it to Barnes, but throws it out of bounds as he has some heavy pressure at that time coming from Tucker Karn. And as we mentioned, Karn stands at 5'11", but more impressively, it's 265 pounds.
And he moves pretty good for that.
He does.
Weight.
They have good size on the line, Ed. I don't know what that means when it comes to the Commonwealth division, because I know they, too, will face teams with big lines.
Oh, yeah, no question of that. So we got a 4th and 7 now. Greencastle obviously going to go for it.
And at this stage of the game, 3:26 remaining in the 3rd quarter, 35-7. Root is the wide out to the left side. In motion goes the slot to the right side. Everybody there looking to pass straight down the middle and picked off by number 10 for Chambersburg. That is Brady Hughes. And Hughes finally knocked out of bounds down inside the 50. And another big INT, another turnover for the Blue Devils. He had the man for a slight second, but give the defender credit. Hughes stepped in front of it and picked it off. Bobbled it, thought it might go back down, but he was able to bring it in.
I'm going to tell you, remember, very in the beginning of the game, I told you there were 4 seniors that came out late. They probably wouldn't be much of a factor.
He's one of them?
Well, he's one of them.
Okay.
He's the backup quarterback, and he's playing a little safety there, and he made a great read on that because it was open for a split second. And I'm sure McDowell didn't see him, and it was like the tip drill there. He tipped it to himself, and that was really a good defensive play, I must say, for somebody who hasn't played football for quite a few years.
Yeah. So, 2nd interception of the ball game for the Greencastle. I formation, they'll give it to the tailback. Straight up the middle he goes, and still rumbling on his feet, but he picked up 5 yards on that one. You got to like it when Jones gets a running stop.
Yeah, he was right on Jones. And
yep, 3rd down and 8 for the Trojans. Ed did read that well. So now he's coming out. He's limping off as he comes out. Jones still at the tailback position. Lee comes to our side of the field. They'll put twins on to the left side. Everybody else in tight. Straight back, left-hander looking to throw. Throws over the middle, has a wide open receiver in
Williams.
Williams is not going to be stopped. Where'd he come from? Was he the tight end?
He's a tight end, yeah. He came from the right end, just drifted into the middle down the seam, and that was the play design all the way.
Yeah.
And then there's one defender on him, and Williams just had a tremendous stiff arm, and he was gone.
And there's a Blue Devil down.
That's the guy who got stiff armed, I believe.
Okay.
I hope he didn't get something in the eye or maybe something like that. But he was trying to tackle him, and Williams, of course, is pretty big.
Yes, he is.
He basically just fought his way in there. It's a 48-yard touchdown.
They're not trying to hide it. They said they were going to use the tight end, didn't they?
Yeah, that's going to alert some teams. There's no question of that.
Right, yeah.
So Williams now has 3 catches. And let's see, that was...
Hildebrand has to come off. He's the injured Blue Devil because the trainers went out. And trying to make it 7 for 7 here.